South Africa has easily become one of my favorite places in the world. And if you're even contemplating about going, I really hope that this video convinces you to book that trip. So before landing in Cape Town, Angus and I went to a safari and we also went on a little surf trip. So you must check out those videos if you want some recs of other places to go before hitting up like major cities like Cape Town. So we got super lucky because our first experience in Cape Town was at a beautiful wedding. My good friend from growing up was getting married in the wine country, so we actually got to experience our first 2 days in Cape Town at this beautiful hotel, and then we went to the wine country in Stellenbosch where the wedding was taking place. So we had about like 5 to 6 days, I think, just exploring and hitting up all these amazing events. We had a boat day, we had a girls' wine day, had a garden party, which was absolutely amazing. Then had the actual wedding, which was breathtaking, like probably one of the prettiest weddings or most gorgeous weddings we'll ever go to. And then we ended the party, or the wedding party weekend, is that how you say it? At a pool party, which was so fun. So yeah, hope you enjoy. So sad to be leaving Stellenbosch because it was breathtaking. Then we got on the road for our road trip. We made a quick stop at Camps Bay, had some amazing seafood, and then headed down to where we were actually staying. So we spent about 2 nights in Hout Bay. Absolutely stunning, really quiet town, but gorgeous views. The benefit of also staying in Hout Bay is that you're so close to this coastal drive called Chapman's Peak, it's voted one of the best drives in the world. Also, we were obsessed with barbecuing while we were on this trip, so you'll see us eating a lot of what they call boerewors. I can't pronounce it, but anyways. We checked out some other surf spots. Angus, anytime we travel, we always have to hit up the beach, go for a surf. And that's usually what our travels consist of, is going on surf trips. But this drive that's coming up, Chapman's Peak, Jesus Christ, I was so terrified. It doesn't look super intense in this video, but you are literally on the edge of this cliff, but then you see these amazing views. So it's well worth it, but definitely super scary. We checked out this super cute town called Hoek for some lunch before we went on a horseback riding excursion, which was so fun. I surprised Angus with this for his birthday. He thought we were gonna do shark diving because I told him it was a surprise, and he was so terrified. So he was really stoked to find out that we weren't gonna do something super scary that day. But yeah, I think this was one of my highlights. So we did it on a beach called Long Beach. So stunning. I mean, you can see the views from here. It's so gorgeous. Next day we went down the coast and we were on our way to Hook, which is another town, and our Airbnb was amazing. It felt like we were floating on water. We were like perched up on this hill, but to get to this Airbnb took forever. There's no parking, so we had to literally climb these massive steps. So that wasn't very fun because I had a lot of luggage with me. Angus's actual birthday, we went to Cape of Good Hope. We saw some baboons, finally. Everyone was telling us that we were going to see them everywhere, but we did not. But it could have been because it was kind of rainy. And that's another thing to know. I recommend going on a nice day, obviously, because you want to check out the views. We actually came the day before and it was so foggy, so we're so stoked that we were able to get some good weather and check it out on a nice day. Following day we went to Boulders Beach because you have to do this. Everyone has to do this when they go to South Africa. We checked out some penguins, and yeah, later on that night we went to a dinner at Beyond Restaurant, which is within a winery. I forget what the winery's called, but definitely recommend it. We had a 6-course meal, and again, just so cheap, which is crazy. I think we paid like $50 each. On our last day, we checked out one last winery, which is where the royals in France used to get their wine back in the day. So you'll see some of that here. And I had to check out this jeweler that I had found earlier on in my trip. Thanks for watching.